The Empress Code, Hatshepsut. Today, this workshop becomes a portal. We are traveling back to the morning of 1479 BC. We're going to talk about a woman who did the impossible. Hatshepsut, the most powerful female pharaoh of ancient Egypt. She didn't just rule. She reclaimed the right to power from a man's world and held it for over 20 years. Today, you'll discover how to create that kind of presence, the kind that makes entire armies fall silent. You'll see how a young widow sculpted herself into a living god on earth. But this video isn't just a history lesson. It is a visual ritual for your own strength and self-worth. As my hands work the clay and my voice leads you through the sands of time, allow yourself to sync with this ancient energy. Wake it up. We are about to live through one of the most important mornings of Hatshepsut's life. We'll learn why she wore a golden beard every morning, the secrets behind her ritual makeup, and how you can use her quiet power in your own life today. We are awakening the Empress within you, the one who knows her true value. Get ready. No longer a shadow. It's that exact morning, the moment Hatshepsut decided she would no longer be the shadow of a king. Ancient Thebes. The air is still cool, but Hatshepsut is already awake. She is barely 25 and already a widow. By the laws of that time, her role was over. She was supposed to be a footnote, a temporary placeholder for her small stepson. But look at this clay. It looks lifeless too, until I give it a center. Hatshepsut begins her ritual. Her skin is rubbed with a blend of bitter almond oil and rosin, a thick golden resin from northern pine trees. It creates a subtle glow on the body, locking in moisture, giving the skin a living radiance. Then the face. She takes a copper spatula and begins mixing red ochre. This is a natural pigment, pure iron pulled from deep within the earth. But the secret of her blush lies in crushed beetle shells. They add a metallic shimmer to the color. This is the most expensive paint in the world. The recipe is a state secret, kept by the priests of Amun. This makeup smells of iron, hot stone, and authority. Why such complexity? Because this morning, she doesn't have the right to look tired. Anyone who looks at her must see a living fire, forged in the kiln of the gods. She literally melts this color into her cheeks, creating a look that is impossible to forget. You have your own secrets of confidence today. Hatshepsut knew this. Self-worth needs protection. And sometimes, that protection is a perfectly chosen color that tells the world, I am here. I am unbreakable. A world that wants to consume you. Behind the doors, the men are waiting. The priests, the generals, the advisors. They aren't shouting. They are silent. And that is the most dangerous part. They are waiting for her to give them a reason to doubt her right to lead. The clay rises as I work. The pressure of my fingers becomes precise. Now, Hatshepsut does something that shocks the priests. She reaches for it, the ceremonial golden beard. This isn't a costume, it's a strategy. She knows the elite of Egypt are wired to obey the symbol of the Pharaoh. If the symbol requires a beard, she will give them the beard. But underneath, it remains her female intellect. She isn't trying to be a man. She is using their rules to build her world. She steps out to face her subjects. She smells of lotus flowers, yet her posture is unshakable, like stone warmed by the sun. This contrast is her greatest weapon. Learning to be soft on the inside while wearing a golden mask for the outside world. This is leadership. You don't have to scream to be heard. Presence is enough. For 22 years of her reign, Egypt almost never went to war. While male pharaohs measured greatness by the number of enemies they killed, Hatshepsut built. She sent a fleet to the distant land of Punt to bring back myrrh and gold. She proved that true greatness comes from creation, not destruction. She built the temple at Deir el-Bahari, terraces of light that seemed to defy gravity. This was her manifesto of self-worth. She knew they would try to erase her from history. So she built so powerfully that even time would break its teeth trying to forget her. If you build your inner foundation this way, no criticism and no circumstance can ever break you. Clay and control. When I work with clay, I know this: one sharp movement and the form collapses. Power works the same way. Life works the same way. Hatshepsut never rushed, and that is why she endured. After her death, they tried to erase her name. Her statues were shattered, her hieroglyphs scraped away. But the state she built continued to function long after her, like fired clay. Once the form is set, it does not return to softness. You don't always have to fight. You don't always have to prove yourself. Sometimes it is enough to find your golden beard, the form the world understands, and use it.
This is not weakness. This is intelligence. This is strategy. Release everything that no longer serves you. Just as I cut this form from the wheel. And leave a comment below. What symbol of strength are you choosing for yourself today? Because your story is only beginning.